our most recent Florida Keys vacation, my husband Jack took a glass-bottom boat ride out in the ocean to get a view of Molasses Reef. Due to motion sickness issues, I found a different way to occupy my time. Jack returned to my side a few hours later to regale me with stories from his adventure at sea. So now I will let him tell you all about it.
And just like that, I'm on a boat. The Key Largo Princess is a 75-foot glass-bottom boat that, as of this posting, sets sail 3 times a day, most days, for a 2-hour cruise from the docks behind the Key Largo Holiday Inn. Check their website for the current schedule. I suggest giving yourself extra time to get there too. Google Maps had me park along the correct docks, but I was on the opposite side of the docks as the boat I needed to get to. I had to ask people working on other boats if they could point me towards the Key Largo Princess, and it was still about an 8 to 10 minute walk from where I was to actually getting to the boat. The boat will leave without you if you are not on time, so give yourself a cushion to get to the right spot. As we were about to sail out of the marina, we saw another boat you can buy a ticket to ride. It's the African Queen, the original boat from the Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn movie of the same name. This is one of the 2 actual boats used in the 1951 film, and it's been added to the U.S. Register of National Historic Places, so it is legit. Anyway, back to the Key Largo Princess as we're sailing away from the island. I paid $58 for this experience. Tickets for kids under 12 years old are $32 each. The water was pretty calm near the island. We hung out on the top deck to get good views of the ocean and islands behind us. This top sun deck is also where they sell snacks and drinks. The ride out to the reef takes about 45 minutes. As we sailed further and further out into the ocean, the wind and the waves grew stronger. Many of us were holding on for dear life on the top deck. I was doing okay in spite of the turbulent sea. I had taken a Dramamine before the voyage began, as the ship captain suggested. So I was doing good, for the moment. Once we got near the reef, we were all invited downstairs to the glass bottom area in the climate-controlled cabin. You could stand around the edge of the glass bottom or sit and dangle your feet over the glass. The boat slowed down as we sailed over the reef. Our tour guide talked at length about what we were seeing.
I just saw going that way a whole school of stripy guys, look like bumblebees maybe to you. Those little bumblebee fish are called sergeant majors. Those sergeant major fish are what's the first fish that will come over to you if you're down here snorkeling or diving. Come over sometimes, do a little peck on the mast, make sure you're in there, doing all right.
I found it fascinating. However, the longer I looked down into the glass bottom, the more queasy I felt. I never experienced motion sickness on a boat until this boat trip. I took another Dramamine and tried to soldier on, but for the last half of the guide's talk, I just had to look up at him talking and held my camera face down toward the glass, hoping I was getting some interesting footage. What I saw looking down and what I saw in the footage back at the hotel from when I couldn't look down anymore was less colorful and alive than I was expecting. I had heard that a large percentage of coral reefs have died in recent years, resulting in white or gray coral skeletons where colorful living coral reef was once located. This reef is part of the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. According to their website, very high water temperatures in the summer of 2023 caused widespread coral bleaching and coral death in the Florida Keys. That sounds like too big of a problem for any one of us to fix, but the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration do have a plan to replenish the reefs in the Florida Keys by 2040. They will be focusing on habitat restoration, coral planting, and reintroducing key species. The tour guide did also give us an idea of one thing we could do as well that may help.
Well, if I were to leave you with one thing, just one thing, I would say buy reef-friendly mineral-based sunscreen.
In summary, this was a fun trip on a boat out in the ocean. I did get a chance to see some of the world's third largest coral reef, and some of the animals swimming through the area, at least until looking down through the glass bottom started making me feel sick. In addition to there being a couple of businesses that take guests on glass bottom boat tours of the reef, you can also take snorkeling trips through the coral reef area if you'd rather see it that way. Much of the reef was bleached or dead, which might not make as interesting a video, but it did serve as a reminder that as stewards of all creation, we've got some work to do.
We had a lot of fun adventures in the Florida Keys during our vacation. We still have several more videos to post in the coming days. In the meantime, click the link at the end of this video to see our playlist of all of our Florida Keys videos so far. And please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so we can see you the next time we're traveling through.